Welcome back, my kindred, to Canada by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade live play podcast. With 3 nights to find Cross before Amy and Vincent do, Val drove to Calgary and booked a room at the Blue Rose Hotel, unaware of its significance. She awoke to find herself confined, was interrogated by Cross, and learned that Amy and Vincent were the 2 most dangerous Anarchs in Canada. To avoid Camarilla justice, Val would have to kill them and deny any involvement with them, so she and Cross set out to face them. But how can Val be the backup when she can't even willingly pull the trigger on Amy? Find out now as you return to the world of darkness.
Val, you raised a gun to shoot at your evil but loving vampire mentor, anarch terrorist parents.
Yeah.
And you discovered that when you aimed your gun at Amy Stake, the mind-controlling vampiress who has protected you for these 4 years, you can't pull the trigger. Rufus Cross is laid out on this makeshift altar decorated at the center of this gym where 70 people's lives hang in the balance. You are looking at Vincent and Amy dressed to be wed, and you can't shoot the gun. You look at it and you realize the safety is off. There's nothing mechanically wrong with it. You just can't physically bring your finger to pull the trigger.
Oh, this is harrowing on so many levels of just, she's looking at the side of the gun and seeing the safety off. She's looking at her finger. It's there. It won't go. She's taking a moment to just, the panic starting to set in of that. Of like, what did you do to me?
Oh, darling, you're just confused. You tried to shoot me with your gun? Why would you do that?
Don't hurt him.
Why not?
I don't want you to hurt him.
Why not? I want to hear you say it specifically. Share your feelings. We share everything. We're family.
I care about him, and I don't want this anymore.
Val, are you sure you know what you want? Don't you think you're a little confused?
Val is going to try to run forward and attack them, like with her body.
You run forward.
Yeah.
What do you try to attack with? You have the stake, you have your gloves, you have your bare hands.
Just bare hands and trying to wrestle away the knife from Vincent. Just like push it aside because they're standing over Sheriff Cross.
You approach Vincent. You push the knife aside. What do you do?
I'm getting between the 2 of them and Sheriff Cross.
You're going to have to choose because they're on opposite sides of the altar.
Yeah.
Sheriff Cross is in the middle.
Okay. I was imagining them on one side of it.
No, Vincent is on one side. Amy is on the other.
Yeah. So pushing aside the Vincent's knife, then she'll go between Sheriff Cross and Amy.
Okay, so Vincent, you can bring your knife back to wherever you want, because that's done. You are on the far side of the altar now. So you are facing Amy back to the altar?
Yes.
Okay, you are facing her now.
Please just let him go.
Well, I'm afraid that's not going to be possible, darling. We need to set you free, and we now have a sheriff of the Camarilla here with us, and it's kind of too big a fish to fry, as they might say.
Look at yourself, Val. Look at how he holds you back and weighs you down. Look at how distressed you are. We're going to fix that for you. We're going to free you.
You're never going to have to do what he tells you ever again. You told us what you wanted. You wanted to hurt people. You wanted to cause pain. You wanted to never have to worry about the rules ever again. When have you ever had a rule with us?
I've changed my mind. Now, stop. And she's going to put her hand on Amy's hand on the knife.
You can do that.
Just walk away.
Darling, this ain't you. This ain't what you want. This don't even make sense. You didn't want to do it yourself. I can understand that. Some of us have bonds. She looks over your shoulder at Vincent. Some of us have things we believe in for forever. This little pawn, this is not something you need to worry about. We delete this. We leave here. We could leave this country. We could travel South America. We could go to Europe. We could go wherever we please. You, me, and Vincent. We make our art. You do your delightful brutality. We report to no one. We can be free.
Val will attempt to take the stake that's in the back of her cut and pull it out. Her hand's on it because she's not wasting time trying to get a glove. And will attempt to stab Amy.
Okay, you take a point of aggravated damage from grabbing the stake and pulling it out, and the stake stops 2 inches from Amy's body. You can't move it any further. Why are you trying to hurt me, darling? That's the one thing you don't ever need to do.
Why can't I?
Well, because we're family. Because you love me, that's why.
Do I?
Do you?
Not anymore.
Now that hurts my feelings.
Val, now you're hurting those who care most about you.
Val has to drop the stake because it is burning through her hand.
It will continue to burn through her hand, yeah.
She just drops that.
You're hurting yourself, Val.
I don't care. I don't want this anymore. I want to be with him.
Be with him, Val? What are you saying?
He made me, and I can learn more from him than you.
Oh, this is so tremendously disappointing. I thought you were above all this. You've done so many things. You realize the Camarilla can never accept you. You were with us. They'll kill you on sight. They'll burn you alive. You can't live in a world as an outlaw with no rules and then go back under the umbrella of society. You're with us or you are alone. They'll hunt you forever. You're betting your entire life and immortality and soul on the subtleties and political machinations of this man who walked into this place and now is going to die because he has emotional weaknesses that make no sense. You see all these people here, all the humans, these blood bags, the meat, as you like to call it, just still moving around. He did this so we wouldn't crush them. Insane. Insane. That means he puts himself below humanity. Do you want to do that?
This is very much getting to Val's emotions. Even that, it's like it sounds like the same things that Damon Corthus said to her of just people are weights and don't even worry about it, and you need to be beyond that. But having seen Rufus Cross's face in his car, just of I couldn't rebuild the gym because it hurt too much. It's like, wait, some vampires can seem like they still care about things. Some vampires seem like they are monsters and the demons that her dad told her about. But so only now starting to suss out that they are different. Obviously, Sheriff Cross broke up the stuff that happened with the Sabat situation, but it's like none of that could penetrate. Mm-hmm. There needed to be time for any of that to fully penetrate because she was too hurt. But now hearing that, it's just I don't want to be a monster like you.
What do you think, Vincent?
I think that if this is what baby Val really wants, if this is hurting her, if this is something she truly wants to keep from happening, well, she would keep it from happening. And he'll just lean down with the knife, with the silver dagger, and motion towards Cross.
She's going to turn around and try and grab your hand to stop it.
You can do that.
No, Vincent.
Roll me a strength and athletics.
Okay.
Same from you, Vincent.
Four successes.
Ooh, 3 successes.
You stop the hand. You are standing holding the blade away from Sheriff Cross.
Ooh, very good, Val. Can you do the same to Amy?
Amy is leaning on the other side with a knife moving towards Sheriff Cross.
Fuck.
If you even shift your weight to turn to look, you can feel that gives Vincent just a little bit, and you'll just hear him go oh as he starts to inch the blade closer, and you need to just kind of refocus, holding him off.
Yep. She can't. She's figured this won't work as well on Amy, but she's gonna try to tilt the blade of Vincent's knife back towards Vincent over to the top of this.
That you could try to do. Roll me another strength and athletics. And you hear Amy behind you go, sheriffs don't need both legs. She starts to stab downwards towards a leg that you can't see. And you just hear Crossbeat, you go, goddamn black-haired bitch. She's stabbing out, I will kill you. Oh, you're going to try, darling.
Do you want to oppose roll for me?
Yeah. Roll me your rouse check for the beginning of the night, because that's important for you, Val, because you didn't kill somebody this evening.
I did not pass it.
Then you'll have one of those as a hunger die moving forwards. You both do have the opportunity to rouse on any of these rolls, should you so choose.
I think this is still a game to Vincent.
I'll rouse. So one of us can be hunger dice. Okay, I didn't. So that's 3 successes.
4 for Vincent.
Fuck.
The knife creeps down and begins to pierce into the flesh of Sheriff Cross's shoulders. You're struggling to hold this arm up, and you glance back. You can't help it as you're doing this, and you see Amy's knife sink into Sheriff Cross's leg. He's like, ah, fuck me, underneath you. So he's going to take an aggravated point of damage as the silver knife burns as it stabs into his thigh.
Ah! What do I do?
Well, if you got a plan, now's the fucking time.
Think Val is going, this is terrible. This is the only recourse I have right now. Val is going to try to grab Sheriff Cross and pull him off the table and book it with him.
And run with him. Okay, that's fun. All right. Roll me.
Gonna have to pull him off of these knives.
I'm going to say strength and athletics, I think, is the power on this one.
I'm gonna rouse again because I'm losing my mind. No, Val, no. It's bad. You got a lot of red dice in there.
I think you're up to what, 3 now? 3 points
Yeah.
under? Yeah.
Oh, boy.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, I'm going to say, for you doing this, you succeed, but Sheriff Cross takes 2 more points of aggravated damage as their silver daggers tear through his body as you yank it out. What's your plan? What are you doing?
Trying to get back to... I don't know what happened to Val's gun. I wanted to get back to her gun. I don't know if she dropped it. I don't remember what happened.
You didn't say what you did with
I
it.
didn't
So
say what I
I'm
did.
going to say you dropped it.
Great.
It's on the floor. You
Great.
don't remember doing it, but you did.
Yes, perfect. So she's trying to run Sheriff Cross back to the gun and have him pick up her gun.
Okay, so you're carrying Sheriff Cross to the gun, picking up, putting his hands. Okay, this has got to be a race. This is a classic race. I need a... This one feels like... I'm going to give you strength and athletics because you are carrying someone and trying to move quickly. I will get a dexterity and athletics from you, Vincent, and I will roll a dexterity and athletics for Amy.
Oh, no. 1 success for Vincent.
2 successes for Val.
3 successes for Amy. So what happens is you pull the body out and are running forwards. There's a silver dagger that is torn out of Vincent's hand that is still in the sheriff that you can just reach up and grab and toss across the room. So it's just clear. I'm going to say roll me a dexterity and firearms.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay. Just 1 success.
Just 1 success. You aim high. You're trying to break a window with it to throw it at the building, but it pings off the wall just below it and bounces away. As you do this, you're racing for this gun only to find Amy in front of you, gun in hand, and you just see her crumple it and toss it aside. And she says, I was so dearly hoping that we could do this with you just the way you are, but it appears it's time for us to teach you a lesson. Oh, baby Val, hold still. Can you roll me an intelligence and resolve?
Yeah, that's the bad roll.
I was going to say big Val stats there.
It's the bad one. That's why this is the bad roll.
Yeah.
It's literally the best I could do.
What'd you get?
3 successes on 3 dice.
All hunger dice.
All hunger dice.
Great roll.
That's a big pool. It's a big pool.
She gets 3. So there's a brief moment where she does not quite take control of your mind. You see a blurring of vision as her mind touches yours, but you're able to shake it off with Sheriff Cross over your shoulder with all these lives on the line. And you hear Sheriff Cross over your shoulder go, "No, it ain't working. Fucking do it." And the front door kicks open. And you glance over your shoulder. Can you roll me a wits and awareness?
2 successes.
2 successes. That's enough for you to recognize one of these 2 people as 2 police officers kick open the door in RCMP uniforms. One of them,
No!
Officer Marcus Safe.
What?
And he immediately opens fire, as does his partner, carrying automatic M16 style rifles. They open fire, and they open fire on Amy. You see her try to blur out of the way. Marcus, can you roll me? It'll be 6 dice for your firearms.
Marcus!
I don't know what's happening, but I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
Mr. Safe is in the building.
4 successes for Marcus Safe.
4 successes for Marcus's partner, Elizabeth Maddox.
I got to write her name down.
And Amy, rolling to try to escape, is rolling a dexterity and athletics at a -2 penalty because she is clear and in the open. She's only rolling 2 dice. She got her 2, which is good for her. But the damage,
Yeah.
bullets tear through. It's just a hail of bullets tear through Amy. She takes 2 points of damage from Marcus's shots, 2 points of damage from Elizabeth's shots, and there are +3 added to both for a total of 8 points of superficial damage. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all of her health boxes, and 2 points of aggravated damage. There's a chance. There's a chance that there was time for this, and there's a chance that there was not. Tyler. On Marcus's and the sheriff's behalf, for their Ocean's 11 style plan that is taking place here, can you roll me a manipulation and streetwise? Which will be a mental stat, and it'll be +1.
This is Marcus's?
Marcus, yes.
So I'm rolling, for those at home, a pool of 5. That's 4 successes on 5 dice.
4 successes. Marcus's weapon is firing silver rounds, which will mean he will have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of aggravated damage. And when Elizabeth's regular rounds are factored in a hail of silvered bullets, Amy's stake falls to the ground and immediately does 100 years of decomposition on the spot. And Val, you feel her magic fall away from you. Your controls and limits are gone. You are once more yourself. Vincent, you see all of this happen. Amy is gone and dead. Mortals did it.
Yeah.
Humans.
Yeah. There's just a cry out of, Amy! And then just hurling an entire weight rack at the front door that Marcus Safe and Elizabeth Maddox kicked in.
Roll me a physical roll with +1 for Marcus. I will roll the same for Elizabeth.
Physical.
I think it'll be 5 dice. I could be wrong.
Yes, you're right. Wow, Marcus. 4 successes again for Marcus.
4 successes
He's
for
a great
Marcus.
cop.
Fabulous. I need you to, I'm going to say automatically, you would have rolled a rouse check. No question.
Oh,
for,
yes.
For
pulling out all the stops
for that on
this guy, yeah.
For prowess. Roll me a strength and brawl, I think. This does not strike me as a melee move. This strikes me as hurling a fucking weight bench.
Okay, so we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 for strength. And then athletics, you said?
Brawl.
Brawl, okay. That's another 3 for
3.
brawl.
Then you'll have rouse.
And yes, I'm rousing and I didn't get more hungry. And potence adds 2.
Yep.
So I am using,
The biggest boy.
yeah. 5 successes, 2 of which are 10s, for a total of 7 successes.
7 successes. These 2 RCMP heroes bursting through the door. This weight rack is hurled. Marcus is tagged. He will take 5 points of superficial damage. So he's pushed into kind of his first aggravated level of injury. Elizabeth, who only rolled 1 success on her 5 dice, is immediately crushed to death against the wall in a spray of blood. So the mortals have been taken out of this combat game. Vincent is screaming. The injured sheriff is over your shoulder. Val, it's up to you to save the other 70 mortals in this room. What do you do?
The moment that Val feels the control fall away, she is up on her feet, leaving Sheriff Cross where he is, and she's running towards the other side of the room to just engage with Vincent one-on-one, no weapon. She's just so mad, and she feels like I can take him, and all of the training and all of the things she did with him was just hand-to-hand combat, just mowing through people. So she's going to clear to the other side of the room and try to just leap on him.
It's time for you to get the answer to the question that Sheriff Cross raised that even you don't know. Which one of you is stronger? Roll me a strength and brawl. I will get the same from you, Vincent.
Great. I'm also
Prowess.
going to rouse prowess.
I figured.
Oh my god, she's so hungry. Incredibly hungry.
Prowess, does it stay active or is it every turn you have to fire it up again?
One scene.
One scene. So if it's active, it's
You were
active.
active.
But you can rouse it to add an extra die to your roll, which Vincent would do.
He would do that, yeah. Okay.
Strength and brawl. Do I get a grapple bonus?
Yeah, if you're trying to take him down.
Trying to leap on him. And
Yeah, that sounds like a grapple bonus.
Okay. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
See, it seems like both of you, based on your facial expressions, have SpaghettiOs rolls, so we're going to see what happens.
SpaghettiOs rolls. All right.
It's an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
100%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes. 2 ones. One's on a hunger dice. 6 successes and a bestial failure.
Okay.
6 successes, 2 10s for a total of 8.
Fuck!
Yeah.
I flinched. I flinched at the end.
If you're leaping through the air at him, arms out, I think maybe part of Vincent's physical prowess and ability is perhaps speed in addition to strength. I don't know anything about Vincent's stats
love
or
it,
anything.
and yes.
There's so much like just hatred in his eyes, but he's still smiling, a big toothy grin. And as you are hurling through the air at him, he has enough, I guess, control, merciless precision of his body to step into your flight path and catch you between your arms. He just headbutts you. You just crack skulls. Your arms wrap around nothing because he is all of a sudden right in your face, as opposed to being 20 feet away.
Yeah.
And you take 2 points of superficial damage for the exchange. Roll me a D10.
Oh, it's cocked. Okay, come on. Be nice to me. 10.
10. And perhaps the most fitting of all results
Incredible.
is the clan compulsion of the Bruja rebellion. The vampire takes a stand against whatever or whomever they see as the status quo in the situation, whether that's their leader, a viewpoint expressed by a potential vessel, or just the task they were supposed to do at that moment. Until they've gone against orders or expectations perceived or real, the vampire receives a 2 dice penalty to all rolls. This compulsion ends once they've managed to either make someone change their minds by force if necessary, or done the opposite of what was expected of them. This compulsion, the beast and you are fully aligned. Destroy him.
Yeah.
Destroy him and you will be free.
Yes.
Every bit of blood in your body is screaming at you to do this as combat continues. Roll me the same.
Oh, Val. Make it a good roll.
I'm going to try.
Make it good. Put the extra juice on it.
I can't rouse anymore because I am at 4 hunger.
Oh, man.
Fucking fuck. It's bad. It's a bad roll.
It's bad over here, too. 5 successes minus 2 because of ones for a total of 3 successes.
4 successes. 2 ones. One's on a hunger dice. 2 successes. Another bestial failure. I wish it were not so.
So 4 successes.
Minus 2.
Minus 2, so you're at 2 successes. So you will take another point of superficial damage as your beast inside you, realistically the thing that Vincent has got you the most in touch with.
Yeah.
Amy taught you control, taught you how to fake who you were, taught you how to manipulate either the physical biology of beings or other things. Vincent was the one who taught you about raw power. And you were seeing that exchange here and realizing that this isn't a battle between minds. That battle's over. Amy's goo now. But this is a battle between monsters.
Yeah.
This is a question of whose beast is stronger, and your beast is flailing inside you. Roll me a d10.
So 1.
A 1 is a hunger compulsion.
That tracks.
Vampire will do anything to slake their hunger, which includes violence. Anything that does not immediately conducive to feeding is at a 2 dice penalty pool. You want to eat this fucking guy alive.
Yeah.
You are stacking compulsions that all require the death of Vincent. Vincent, what do you say as you are winning this fight with baby Val after the loss of your beloved wife?
Baby Val. One way or another, tonight ends with Cross's death. And it will take some time for me to forgive you, but it will take you so much longer to learn that I was right all along.
And Fella's so overcome by the beast and those feelings of overwhelming, and she's just, I'll fucking kill you.
Show me.
Roll me again, fam.
Here's a question. If I rouse again and it puts me into 5 hunger, does that put me into a feeding compulsion automatically? Like, can I just let this roll out?
Just go fully.
Like, I'm just gonna lean into Mr.
According
Beast.
to the rules, you have to take a hunger frenzy test every time you try to rouse after hunger 5.
Oh.
We've probably been getting it wrong forever, and
I don't know if
whatever.
I've ever
This
gotten
is what
to
it
that
is
point.
now.
We've almost never hit
I don't
hunger
think
5.
we've ever gotten there. So you can absolutely rouse to 5. It's each point you would need to use blood on top of 5. You risk falling into a hunger frenzy.
Understood. Okay. And it's a 10, so I get it. Do I
All
also
right.
get grapple on this?
You are officially trying to grapple on
Okay,
this. So
great.
yes, I think you've described it like, now, especially you're trying to like
That's
crush, grapple,
Grab,
bite,
pull, bite. Yeah.
all the good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah, get in there.
I'm gonna be sick.
Seven successes over here.
Fuck, it's just 6. 6
Oh,
successes.
You'll take another point of superficial damage. You are lunging in. Your beast is reacting, and Vincent still calm, controlled, one with his beast. Your beast is somewhat separate than you. You've been uncomfortable with the nightmare that's been living inside you. Vincent and the beast are the same thing. He's never had to control himself. He doesn't go out alone. He doesn't really go anywhere that Amy isn't.
Yeah.
So he can just be the beast. He's as close to a white as you can exist inside this game.
I want to rouse to try and use my blood again.
Do it up.
Okay, and that failed it. So now I'm at max hunger.
All right.
And I think this is the moment where Val is the compulsions and the beast is risen so high that it's almost like she can hear it talking to her. So it's like inside of herself, she's like, please, please, we can do this.
Can you roll me a D10?
Yes, 8.
8. The beast has either your voice or your father's voice. Which does it have?
It has her voice.
Great. Just wanted to confirm.
Yeah, it has her voice. It's like, it feels like the beast is her own internal monologue, but of a like protective big sister of herself.
Interesting.
Yes, that is just like, I won't let anyone hurt you anymore. Like, you are the apex predator. You are the person. You are stronger than everyone. You don't need to be scared because I will hurt anything that scares you.
Great. I love that. So what do you say to the beast and what does the beast say to you?
Yeah. She's just like pleading with the beast to just like, please let this happen. And I think the beast responds back with like, all we want is blood.
Great.
Yeah.
Which is what you hear Val yell out loud as her vision fogs and blood vessels burst in her eyes, Vincent.
There's just maybe a look of like, sort of sad acceptance of like, this is all I ever wanted from you. It's finally here, but at what cost? I'm going to turn you inside out.
Perfect. Incredible.
Oh, Vincent, you talk a big game. However, among my die results, I have 2 10s, and I also have 2 1s.
Okay.
One of the ones is on a hunger die.
Okay. So we have 2 10s, which is 4 successes, 2 1s, which take it back to 2, and you have a
Bestial failure.
You have a bestial failure.
And I have, outside of the 10s and 1s, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more successes.
Okay. So we have 4 successes, which jump to 6 with the 10s, but we get no bonuses. It's a net neutral because of the 1s. So you have 6 successes and a bestial failure. Val.
7 successes.
All right.
There we go. I'm on your side, by the way. I'm trying to kill you, but I'm loving this.
I love this.
All right, you are going to take 1 point of superficial damage. This is why vampires do not do boxing. It is too brutal, fast, ugly, cruel, awful. But the big question here is, for the first time as Val begins to overpower Vincent, the tides turn even subtly. Vince's beast that he is so in touch with is lashing out. Can you roll me a D10?
Yes. That's a 7.
That is a 7. Well, we're continuing this game. That's a harm compulsion.
Oh,
so
Jesus
you need
Christ.
to do horrific harm to something emotionally important to you or someone else. One might say, turning baby Val inside out. I've never seen a game more determined that you will not leave this fight. No matter what I do, you're compulsed to continue battling. Your beasts are going to throw down no matter what.
Yep.
Val, how do you manage to get some damage in? Not a lot, but this fight, you do manage to land some blows of your own.
Yep. And because it's just she's in beast mode and she is trying to vie for his neck, she gets him on the cheek and bites his face. Like the side of his cheek is gored.
Absolutely.
While she's in super close combat with him.
Nasty, nasty shit. There are technically rules for fancier vampire bites that do more damage, but we're leaving it as it is. It was
It's
superficial
just fighty.
and that fucking cool as hell.
Hell yeah.
That is accepted. Vincent, is there anything you say as you two break apart to circle yet again in this fight that has been going on? Val, you've got broken bones inside your body. You've got damaged organs. You've been battered. Vincent, your cheek is flapping down on one side, revealing teeth inside of your mouth as it's happening, blood leaking out.
Yeah. He'll, in the similar, like, smooth hand motion that he had of just, like, moving his hand across those straps on the gurney when he had you fight that Gould Russian mafia fighter, he just slides a finger up the other side of his mouth and evens himself out. He just cuts out his other cheek, and he has now, from underneath his ear, across, like, from ear to ear, literally, a vampire grin.
Vincent is so cool. Val is like a wild animal that has been stabbed and harmed, and is just the beast inside screaming at her like, we are going to do this. We have to do this. Like, this is do or die. There's nothing else. And diving back in the moment there's a single breath between them.
You're back into combat. Two terrifying monsters, a battered feral vampire being slowly beaten to death versus a guy who ripped his own face the rest of the way open with glee at this prospect of combat.
I can take more superficial if that makes, I think that makes sense to mirror the superficial damage by doing it himself.
Yeah, I like it. I'll give you that. Another point of superficial.
Thanks for helping me.
You got it, buddy. Not that you need it. That's another hunger die.
The sheer number. We've never rolled this many dice in a game ever. This is amazing. This is a game of Warhammer 40K.
Yeah. All right.
That's another big one for
this is bad.
Mr. Vincent.
Fuck. 6 successes. Another bestial failure. 4 successes. Beast is
so 4 successes total? Bestial failure?
Yeah. Beast is sad and scared and angry.
With crits, a total of 10 successes.
Jesus
nice.
Christ.
All right. That is 6 points of superficial damage that you suffer, Val.
That's it. Completely.
Val, you fall back to the ground.
Yep.
Wounded unto the point of death. Just bones broken. Brutal strikes hammering into your body again and again from every angle. Vincent, with one hand, breaks one of your arms and pulls the bone out and uses the bone of your forearm to tear a gash from your elbow all the way up to your shoulder. The other arm, he breaks, grabs the elbow, and jams it through into your torso, so a bone stabs through your entire internal organs. Your leg is broken and flipped inside out to the point where you're just trying to crawl away, and he crushes your other knee with one stomped heel, and he leans down. Vincent, what is the last thing that you say to Val before you brutally murder her?
If you ever thought you could beat me, I want you to know that this entire time I've been waiting for you to make a move so that you'd know every time you did it was the wrong move. I'm going to turn you inside out now.
And that's when Vincent coughs and his blood spatters across your face. And you see his body spasm backwards. And you hear a voice from behind him say, "You forgot about the goddamn sheriff." And a silver blade punches through the back of Vincent's head and out his mouth, and then saws up and directly through. And Vincent's head splits in half as his body falls down. And Cross staggers over you, Val, and he says, "Not fucking today." And he slashes his own wrist and feeds vampire blood again into your mouth.
Oh my gosh, that has to taste epic.
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
You've known that you love mortal blood. This is the greatest thing you have ever tasted. This takes you back to that first valet. This takes you back to the woods. And you're realizing as you eagerly drink this, as you love blood, as you have walked through this life and you've chosen order, you've chosen responsibility. You've chosen care in your own way. It's not the same as a mortal way because you're done being mortal. You're a vampire now, and you feel this blood healing your wounds enough to allow you to survive, enough to bring you back to unlife. This is the moment when you realize there is a tremendous symmetry because you were made into a vampire before, and now you are being reborn as the vampire you choose to be because you want to drink this. You want to be here with the sheriff. You want to be a part of whatever the Camarilla is. You don't really know, but you want to be the Val Miller you are now, and not this feral predator playing games with psychopaths.
Yeah.
Your rebellion compulsion is gone. Amy is dead. You faced off with Vincent. You weren't strong enough, and you didn't need to be. You were strong enough to delay him until the sheriff could help you, because friends beat loners every time. Your hunger compulsion is gone. You're drinking the best blood you've ever tasted in your whole goddamn life. And you live.
Hell yeah.
This episode of Canada by Night features the voices of Tyler Hewitt and Del Borovic, alongside storyteller Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra. Canada by Night's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC.com. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Cheaps by Jazzar, JAHZZAR. All of their music is available at freemusicarchive.org. Canada by Night is a spin-off of the Dum Dums and Dice series Blood and Syrup. If you want to hear about what happened to Everett before he came to New Haven, look for Blood and Syrup anywhere podcasts can be found. For all things Dum Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDICE. Sleep well, my kindred. Sleep well in this world of darkness.
Dum Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Alarain Okapi, Madre de Gatos, Mithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dia de los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, Alex LaFountain, Mickey Blake, Seth Cambron, Corpse Knight Silver, Adamir 101, The Dankler, Anticore 7, Lady Destiny Stormbringer, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.